out on another real estate shoot, these have quickly become my favorite thing to do. I just enjoy them a lot. Okay, yeah, so the drone didn't actually blow up, but I kind of wish it would, and here's why. You know I'm not one to preach like buying new gear all the time, but the thing is, I'd really like to have the Mavic 2. I really like it. Not the one with the zoom, but the one with the Hasselblad sensor in it, and I just can't justify buying it. Now, the thing about it is, some people would say, well, if you bought it, you could actually charge a little more. But I don't do enough standalone drone work to be able to claim that. I do a little drone work in weddings, 3 or 4 establishing shots, and that's about it. So, as long as the Mavic Pro, what is it? Mavic Pro, is that what I have? Yeah, as long as my Mavic Pro works fine, it's really hard for me to justify buying a new one, even though it's a little better. Honestly, it's quite a bit better. Nevertheless, that's what you have to weigh anytime you're going to buy new gear. Is you got to really figure out, is it going to benefit me this much, or is it just going to benefit me this much? Think about it this way. If you're going to buy something and all it's going to do is bump up your price by $15 per gig, if you're only doing 20, even 40 gigs a year, that's not worth it. It doesn't justify the cost. Whereas me buying like another Sony a7 III to replace the Canon would be a much better option, because then I probably could charge another $50 or $60 per hour, meaning I would make up that cost a lot quicker. And that's really kind of my beef with buying new gear, is that it's hard to justify the cost, especially from a business standpoint. Like, as long as my Sony's working good, as long as the Mavic Pro is working good, I don't need a newer model. You know, sure, it offers better features, but those features are usually fairly limited. If the a7 IV offers 6K, then yeah, I can bump up my wedding prices, offer 6K as a package. That makes sense to buy, because I can justify the cost of it by making it back up. But other than that, if you're just buying new gear to buy new gear because you always want that next upgrade, I'm going to say it again, you're never going to master your equipment, and it's just going to hinder you, honestly, because you're not going to get used to using that piece of equipment. You're not going to feel as comfortable with it, and the people that are really comfortable with their equipment, it shows on a shoot. My average wedding is 15 minutes long, and that equates to 900 seconds. The average drone footage in my weddings is 10 seconds. So 10 seconds divided by 900 seconds gives us basically nothing. 0.01. That is how much drone footage is worth in the overall picture of a wedding film. That is essentially how much I can up my price. Let's just assume the average wedding is $2,000 times 0.01. That's how much I can charge additional. How long will it take me to make that back? 93 gigs. Let's just round it up, 94 weddings to pay for the Mavic 2 by upping my price. That is a big thumbs down. And that's the whole reason I just can't justify the Mavic 2, and that's how I justify all of my gear purchases. If I can't do that and can't make it back, it's just not worth having unless the feature is like way above what the other one is. Now, the Mavic 2 is great, but it's still a drone, and for what I use the drone for, the Mavic Pro works fine, so there's no reason to upgrade. Now, maybe the Mavic 3, you know, maybe they'll have 6K in it. Maybe it'll be insane 3-inch sensor or something crazy like that. I really doubt it. But if they do, that's a different option. That's a different, that's a different way of looking at it. I can justify that because I can do high quality drone stuff with that, but not with this. You see what I'm saying? Hope that makes sense. Hope that helps. Like, try to employ that in everything in life, because if you can't justify it with those means, it's probably just not worth buying, okay? I'm Hyatt, that's Hyatt like the hotel, and I'll see you tomorrow.